I've just been reading a really interesting article about Queen Elizabeth. There are loads of unusual facts about her that I didn't know.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, she was the longest reigning monarch ever in Britain and has a few other world records. She held the Guinness World Record for being the oldest British Queen and the world record for the most currencies featuring the same individual, and the record for being the wealthiest queen in the world.
Okay, well, that's not really so surprising. She had a long time to save up her money.
That's true. Her favourite dogs were corgis. She even invented a new breed of dog when her corgi mated with a dachshund belonging to her sister Princess Margaret, creating the Dorgie. During her life, she owned more than 30 corgis.
That's a lot of dogs. Imagine how much dog food they must have to get through. Everyone knows that she was a fan of corgis, though.
OK, well, did you know that she was the only person in the UK allowed to drive without a licence or to travel without a passport?
No, I didn't know that. Why was that?
Well, passports and driving licences are issued or given by the Queen, so she didn't need to give herself one.
Okay, that is quite interesting. Did the rest of the royal family need them?
Yes, they do. OK, well, in her lifetime, Queen Elizabeth II sent around 50,000 Christmas cards.
What a lot of post. What a lot of post. Imagine how many stamps with her own face on she must have licked.
Ha, here's another one. She volunteered as a truck driver and mechanic during World War II. She was the first female member of the royal family to serve in the military.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Girl power.
OK, here's another one. Her Majesty has sat for a whopping 200 official portraits over her lifetime. The first one ever taken was in 1933, when she was just 7 years old.
Oh, that's a lot of sitting. Must have been exhausting.
Well, did you know that she owned an elephant, 2 giant turtles, a jaguar, and a pair of sloths?
No, that's surprising. Where did she keep them all? The palace must have been like a zoo.
Well, they were all presents from other countries, and they all live in London Zoo.
That makes sense. What else did you find out?
The Queen was homeschooled, she studied constitutional history and law, and could speak fluent French.
I bet that came in handy for all those visits to France. Anything else?
Well, yes. Sometimes she used to go out in disguise. On a recent trip to Scotland, she met some American tourists while out on a walk. When the tourists asked her if she lived locally, she mentioned that she had a house nearby. And then they asked her if she'd ever met the Queen, and she pointed at her security guards and said no, but he has.
Wow, that's amazing. I bet they had no idea. She must have had a good sense of humour.